Testing. 1, 2. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we on the air? I would hope so. You've come to the right place. I am the mighty one, soul brother number 1, angel snub number 7, and this is what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I want to just have a conversation with us. Very casual, as you can see. And I don't want to make excuses for people's bad behavior. I don't want to make excuses when we are wrong. Because in order for us to progress, in order for us to reach our higher potential, we cannot make excuses for our flaw, for our error, for our ill behaviors. We must face these things and try to be better so that we can mature and grow. And if we view ourselves as family, brothers and sisters, instead of making mockery of somebody, trying to chastise somebody, trying to be self-righteous because I don't have that problem, then we make the problem worse. When if we are our brothers and sisters' keeper, when they begin to fall, we should reach out our hand to try to help them get up instead of making mockery. Why you fall like that? You didn't learn how to walk when you was a baby or something? This is a lot of our attitude. And some of us take great offense when people try to show us that we have gone in an incorrect, or we are walking in what in religious people may say, we're not walking on the right path. But we believe that we are. And then we reject the ones that are trying to get us on the right path. Only God can put me on the right path. God uses people. God uses circumstances involving people to put you on the right path. There's nothing spooky about that. But clearly we don't recognize the help that God brings to us. For those of you who claim that you believe in this God, because God uses men. And God uses any man, anything that this God, he or she chooses they want to use. If you don't recognize what God is doing, that sounds like a personal problem. But again, going back, I don't want to make excuses for ill behavior. I want to say that there's a sister that I dated. There's a sister that I had a relationship with years ago. Very beautiful person. I've always wished I could meet somebody like her. And I am so angry at myself for allowing this sister, this beautiful black woman, who was a Christian. At the time, I was a Muslim. But we were together, and what brought us together, although she was a Christian, although I was a Muslim, is that we understood one another. She understood why I am and what made me the way that I am. She knew that my speaking against certain parts of Christianity, it was not an insult or harm to her. In my mind, I'm just speaking the truth. And she accepted. It was not she did not accept, she did not look at it as a personal attack. Many of you, when you talk against religion, you view it as some type of personal attack. It is not a personal attack. I feel as though I'm speaking truth. Just like when you speak from your Bible, your Quran, or wherever, you feel as though you're speaking some kind of truth. But those of whom feel that you're speaking negative may believe that you're just attacking them. We should try to understand one another. And in our understanding, it can bring healing. It can bring better interaction and social communications. This is the things that we lack. This is why we argue and fight and backbite and do the things that we do, because we believe that we're always under attack. This brings paranoia. So we don't care nothing about constructive criticism. They attacking me. He's a hater. She's jealous. When many of the time, it's just somebody trying to get an understanding of you and what you believe and what you're talking about. Now, and we should also be doing the same with them. Understanding. Because I care, because I love. But we say black love, we say black unity, and the reality is we're really not interested. Because if you really loved another dark-skinned person, if you really cared about them, then you would try to understand, instead of always think that you're under attack and everybody's an agent, everybody's a spy, everybody's a hater, then you would try to understand, why is my brother, why is my sister, why is family talking to me like this? It's about understanding. And when you really love somebody, your husband and your wife and your children, you don't treat them the way you do some of the people on social media, because you really care about them. When they say something negative to you or whatever, most of the time you try to, why are you saying this to me? You try to have some type of understanding, because you understand that they love you too. I'm not trying to hurt you, mama, but you drink too much. Daddy, you need to put down the cocaine. It's coming from a good place. Anytime I say anything to any brother or sister, anybody, any other dark-skinned person, it is not to hurt your feelings. It is not to be jealous or a hater or anything of this nature. It's coming from the heart. You're doing something, you're believing something that is an error. I'm trying to show you to correct that error, because I know when you are successful, when you're happy, I'm happy and successful. It goes hand in hand when we're family. I want to talk about black women. There are those who say black women don't want strong black men. Is this a true statement? Is it half true? Let's try to bring some type of understanding. Again, I don't want to make excuses, because there are some, or it seems like there are a certain group of black women, females of soul, from the people of soul. It seems as though you really don't want a strong black man, or you have a fear of a strong black man. Is this true, or is it a fallacy? I'm trying to understand. So I'm going to share with you my conclusions and how I look at this very quickly. I want to use this as an example. I want to say this first. It is natural for a woman to seek and to want a strong male, a strong black man. That's her nature. I don't care how feminism she is, a feminist. I've been around all these women, from the ones who believe the man should be the head of household, to the women, I'm a feminism, to the lesbians and all. When these women, in my experience, when they get around strong black men, they, I'm not going to say submit, but they give you your respect. And they allow you to do what you need to do. Your role, our role in this relationship. They know how to stand back. However, if you are not a strong black man, then you get the hell out the way. They'll give you an opportunity to see whether or not you're real or not. So, since it's natural, even in nature, in the animal kingdom, females are attracted to strong black, well, strong males. You know, in this case, the strong black man. It's natural. However, I want to use this as an example. Not to make excuses, but we want to try to understand behavior. We have an orphan who has been abandoned. Whether the orphan's parents died or whatever, or the child was kicked out the house, or whatever happened, unfortunately, this child finds themselves as an orphan running around. And there are many of them right now on the streets today. These children are homeless on the street, running around the streets of America right now. So in this position, or due to this condition, this child, this orphan on the streets is learning and has learned how to survive independently without any help from nobody. I'm doing my thing. I'm taking care of myself. Do you understand? Okay, let's make this. Now, the child learns how to do this for months and months or years. All of a sudden, this child is put in a situation. Now, somebody wants to adopt the child. I want to be a foster parent. I want to adopt you as my own child. We're going to have a problem here. The problem is, it's not the fact that the child does not want parents. There is no child that does not want to know their mother or father or want family around them. I've never heard of a child that did not want that. They want to be part of the family. They want to belong part of some type of family unit. It's natural for children to want to be in a family unit. However, due to circumstances, due to circumstances beyond this child's control, this child was forced to be independent. I can do it, and I can make it on my own without parents. So now this child is put in a situation. Now the child has parents, and the parents have rules, and the parents have certain expectations. There's a conflict because I've been out here on the streets. I don't need you. I think you might know where I'm going with this. So you have the black woman. Due to circumstances beyond her control, she has not had a strong black man in her life going on 500 years. That's the bottom line. So during this period, without a strong black man as an example, without a strong black man protecting her, without a black man providing for her, the only one in her face is the enemy. She has learned how to live without a man in her life. Well, there are good black men. I did not say there aren't good black men. I did not say there weren't some good, strong black men. But as a people, this is the key. A little bit here and a little bit there don't mean nothing. As a people, the black woman has not had a strong black man. She don't know what it looks like. She never lived with strong black men. due to circumstances beyond her control. And so now you want to put her in a position where you all of a sudden, and you still have not become a strong black man, but you want to put her in a position where she's supposed to submit to you as a head of household. What you mean, head of household? I've been living and taking care of my children and doing my thing without you. I don't need you. This makes black men upset. You can get upset all you want to. It's the reality of the situation that we've been put in. So, and you're not making the situation any better because you're not improving yourself. You're not becoming a strong black man. It's her nature. And she will give you some leeway, even though she's independent. But when she sees that you are doing this is what she wants, a strong black man. Also, since she has been put in a position where she must be the male and the female in a family structure, here you come, you are a threat. You are a threat to her authority. You are a threat to her manhood, if you want to say it like that. Because she has had to be the man and the woman. You are a threat. And so there's going to be this conflict. So we must understand what has happened to us during our sojourn here in the United States of America. We've been placed in an unusual circumstance, and we have become an unnatural people. And you make it worse because you don't understand what you need to do in order to make the situation better. You make the situation worse when you come to her talk about, I'm the head of household, I run this. No, Negro, no, you don't. You don't know how to submit yourself and bow down a little bit. Look, we doing this together. And you can do it together, and she will allow you to exercise your role, which is natural, as the protector and the provider. But don't run around like you running something and you... No, this is an equal opportunity relationship. We must know our roles. Like they say, stay in your lane. You're not staying in your lane. You jumping into a lane that you have not... Look, you're trying to jump into a lane that you have never been in going on 500 years. And you're trying to force yourself because your massa, you see how other men treat their women. I don't want to be like them. The hell with them. I'm not Chinese. I'm not a pink man. I'm not an Indian man. I'm not an African. I'm not none of those type of whoever these men that y'all trying to be like. I want to be good and understand, and I want to be with this black woman, and I have to understand what has happened to her so that I can so I can act upon my role. It is not that she don't want a strong black man. She has never had one. It's not that this orphan does not want parents. This orphan has never had parents. I don't need you. I can make it without you. We must understand this type of mentality, this attitude. So since you know that this attitude exists, then our approach needs to change. But the way that we approach the situation, we make the orphan and we make the black women, you make the situation worse. You're not able to use your brain because maybe you don't really give a damn. Maybe you really don't care. But when you love makes you approach things differently. Jot down your comments. Let's talk about it.